Varick Street from Sunset all the way to Lafayette is going to get some new trees, new pavers, and all the way down to Court Street as well. We'll be getting renovations with street lighting overhanging across the street, new Cobra lighting that's more decorative that fits the district. I think overall the project is to tie into what we've been doing on Genesee Street and other surrounding areas to make it more appealing to the pedestrians as well as to the passerbys and of course the businesses who definitely deserve to have the upkeep that they've been needing. So the trees are all dead and they have the ash borer disease. So we removed the trees now so that way if there's any storms in the winter, it helps get rid of everything, but also to have a fresh start for the spring where they'll be taking down all the trees, stumps, and putting in new pavers, curbs where needed, sidewalks where needed, amongst other lighting and streetscape functions. The main focus here is the trees, making green infrastructure, putting in the appropriate tree pits, having proper drainage, replacing any sidewalk that was damaged by the trees, and also to incorporate the pervious pavers in between the sidewalk and the curb. And in order to have that symmetrical look all the way throughout, where sidewalk is needed and is not flush, it will be replaced. But otherwise, we're going to try to salvage what we can there without cutting corners, just saving money. The primary goal here, like I said, is for some streetscape, to improve the lighting, make it a safer place for everyone. And altogether, having the lighting and the new design should give people a flowing look to tie in what was been done down there, especially with the Irish Cultural Community Center and the beer garden down with Varick Street. The project should be starting in the spring. I would anticipate probably April, whether that's starting the conduit for the lighting or removing the stumps. And I think the project should take maybe 3 months or so. Of course, we've got the Boilermaker, so if we're not buttoned up by then, we'll be pretty close to it.
So Varick Street, as we all know, is a great area that a lot of things have been happening. It really is a destination for beverages and food and entertainment. And what we're trying to do and what we are going to do is tie that all into all of the the great growth we have in our city. The first thing that you're going to see is obviously the trees along Varick Street were all diseased. They have to be taken down and replenished with a nicer visual. Then you're going to start seeing the lights, the teardrop lights. We're going to give you that big feel of a city in that really a great community atmosphere on Varick Street. Sidewalks will be refurbished. It's a great opportunity with the ARPA funding that we're having is to take every section of the city is going to have a little bit of a different appeal to it. Everyone's getting somewhat of a facelift. The Boilermaker, Saranac Thursday. There's so many great things that are happening at this point. And the more development you have, the more you're going to see more lights on in these buildings, more lofts being occupied, and more, hopefully, restaurants coming right along Varick Street.
This past summer, my husband and I were working on the street, working at our bars, and we were approached by a city engineer, Stephanie Wers, and she approached us and she said that the street, Varick Street, was being redone. New trees, new sidewalks, lighting. She said that the mayor had wanted to know our opinion on lighting on the street. We were so happy to hear this because the sidewalks had been heaving and the trees were all dead, and the last time Varick Street had been redone was when Tim Julian was mayor. The general consensus for all the business owners on the street is people are so excited that we're having a makeover. It just brings some more vibrance to the street. It was looking pretty run down, so everybody's ecstatic.